So, I'm a drummer, and I love Genshin Impact. And I don't just love Genshin because they sponsored this video, but thank you Genshin Impact for sponsoring this video. The Clorinde release date is almost upon us, and with that, we finally get the Clorinde demo. I'm super excited to check this out and see what it's all about, man. These Genshin demos have been going crazy hard lately. And personally, I'm very excited for Clorinde, so I'm really excited to see what they do here. Also, I guess I should just throw this disclaimer out real quick. If you see any weird edits or cuts in the video, I broke my finger a while ago, and I finally have my like medical dressings and everything off, and I tend to like put my right hand up around my face and play with my beard while listening and talking, and I just don't want to show it on camera right now because it's gross. So if you see any weird edits and cuts, just assume that that's what happened there, and I had to go edit my finger out of the video. And same drill as usual.
Calculate distance.
First-person shooter version.
And humidity. Ready.
We're gonna watch the video first and then break down the music afterwards.
Next breathing cycle. Fire a non-lethal shot.
Oh, what is this? Ooh. Ooh, that drum fill. Hello. Bro, the Jing Liu animations. Let's freaking go.
Ready.
Oh my god, this is schmacking. Hello. Give the cameraman a raise. Was that another Star Rail reference? Yeah, she got that subtle little hand signal. Oh my gosh, this music.
These are my hunting grounds. Struggle all you want. I always catch my prey in the end.
Damn! What?
Where evil lurks, shoot on sight.
Oh my god.
I owe my skills to the Marechaussee hunters.
Hello.
Who fought to bring Fontaine out of a dark age. Someone needs to keep them sharp at all times.
Whoa.
The hunt is complete.
Whoa. Okay. That was a lot. Okay, so I wasn't anticipating the full-blown rock music, right? That's a pretty stark change of pace for Genshin. Let's break that down. How they use that to create, like, when you talk about rock, metal, anything like that, the first thing that comes to mind is intensity, right? And it's interesting because right off the rip, the aesthetic of this video is not intense, and I'm seeing like they're using it as symbolism for the character herself, right? And honestly, the aesthetic is following her aesthetic. Lots of blues, purples, obviously lots of green because they're in like a lush forest right there. But nothing really screams like intensity or drama, but the music does. And we'll talk more about it as it comes up here, I guess.
Calculate distance. Correct for wind speed and humidity. Ready.
That shot is crazy cool, man. And it's cool that this first half of the demo
non-lethal shot.
is like classical instrumentation. You've got the strings, you got a little bit of electric build up here. So right off the rip, they introduce like the transition, and they always do Hoya Mix, or I shouldn't just say Hoya Mix. The whole team behind putting together these Genshin Impact demos always do a great job of transitioning the video with the music. So as the music transitions here to something more intense and in your face, we move away from just the strings and a little background percussion to a full-blown acoustic drum kit, a distorted electric guitar, and they transition the entire video with the music there. And it's a very quick build, which again, it's not drawn out. Like a lot of times in EDM and dance, you're gonna have your builds and they'll take like a full measure or two to build up there. Here we go like, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 counts, and then we're just in with a big drum fill. Okay, so that was probably still a full measure there, including the drum fill. And an interesting tactic from a rhythmic perspective. It is rock and roll, but they're still using 4 on the floor, and this is a really common practice in like pop punk. So if you're an old hag like me and you used to listen to like a lot of Fall Out Boy, Panic at the Disco, you know, pop punk from the early to mid and even the late to 2000s, they did a great job of mixing in like common pop practices with rock and roll music, and 4 on the floor drums it's the easiest thing you can do to make somebody's head bob. And it doesn't matter what genre of music you're playing here. We've got like some pretty heavy rock, but they're using that 4 on the floor on the kick drum, even with the rest of the drum kit dancing around and doing other things rhythmically. As long as you keep that 1, 2, 3, 4, everybody is gonna bob uncontrollably.
Ready.
Right? You just move with it. And then here, they've even got, it's a little bit hard. The drums are sitting pretty far back in the mix. I hope you're wearing headphones watching this video so you can kind of follow along. They're even tying in the dance hi-hats, which again, like when we know, you know, the Hoyo mix team, they're very familiar with EDM practices and things like that. Honestly, every bit as much as they're familiar, or probably more so familiar with that than they are with like the classical compositions, because you get a lot of the electronic sound from the Honkai games, Honkai Impact, Honkai Star Rail. And it's cool to hear they're going for full-blown rock here, which isn't really in the usual wheelhouse for any of the games, but they're still employing these really common pop and EDM practices, rhythmically, I should say. You know, I can't really speak to the rest of the music because I'm not a musician, I'm just a drummer. But you got the dance hi-hat plus the 4 on the floor. If that was on an electric drum kit, that is literally just the but they're doing it on an electric kit, and it just sounds really cool. And it adds not only a unique vibe with the sound, but because of the composition, you've just got that beat. It feels familiar, it feels comfortable, it just makes you move with the music. Another transition, right? We transition to something a little bit more somber and slow, and we're gonna have another big build up here. Heavy, right? Dun dun, dun 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 dun.
These are my hunting grounds. Struggle all you want. I always catch my prey in the end. Where evil lurks,
nasty.
Shoot on sight.
And so here, they've completely abandoned like the pop sensibility of the 4 on the floor kick drum, and they go full blown double pedal here. I mean, this is like channeling my old high school metalhead vibe here,
Struggle
right?
all you want. I always catch my prey in the end. Where evil lurks,
And this
shoot
is
on sight.
that transition right there. That's halftime, right? And that kind of makes you go like, whoa, yeah. And then it goes back into the main tempo, and it makes it feel like they're going faster all of a sudden. But they're playing right here. That's just the standard tempo, right? But whenever they go halftime, it kind of makes you stutter for a second. And whenever they go back to like the, you know, full time, you know, just regular 4/4, all of a sudden it's like, oh, now we're moving. It's a great way to create not tension but
Struggle
movement.
all you want. I always catch my prey in the end.
Halftime, right?
Where evil lurks,
And they're gonna pick it up right here. Oh shoot! I just realized they went from halftime to double time. They didn't even go back to the standard 4/4 count.
Skills to the Marechaussee hunters.
They didn't go back to the standard beat. I thought they did. I was getting ahead of myself. But no, they actually go from halftime to double time. So rather than going like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then going to 1, 2, 3, 4, they're basically going 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I say, you know, that would be 2/4 time. That's like I'm raised in the sticks, squidbilly, banjo, bluegrass music. Yeah, we don't really use 2/4 in much of anything other than bluegrass anymore. But That's effectively what they're doing, and that's cool. I didn't realize that's what was up.
Catch my prey in the end.
All right, so here we go.
Where evil lurks.
You can count the
Shoot
snare
on
hits,
sight.
right? And then all of a sudden those snare hits are doubling down, and that's, literally double down. It's double time. Wow.
I owe my skills.
Damn,
to
that threw me for a
malicious
loop, and I'd
hunters
already heard it.
Who fought to bring Fontaine out of a dark age.
Damn.
Someone needs to keep them sharp at all times.
What an intense trailer. And again, I alluded to this at the start, the aesthetic and the vibe here. See, we've got like blues, literally just blue gradients. We've got blue in her hair, blue, purple. Back in the background, we've got blue, purple, light greens. It's nighttime, so everything's kind of got that kind of muted hue to it. And they do it from the very get-go. The aesthetic doesn't change. The only thing that really changes, that's a good frame to pause on. Really, the only thing that changes is the music and the vibe that it gives. And I think that matches Clorinde really well. Clorinde is, so far, like through the entirety of the Fontaine story, she's very reserved, very withdrawn. But they make it no secret that she's a badass too, right? Like, don't cross her. She will cut your head off and eat soup out of it. I don't really know. And the music, it's cool that they went that way with such intense, in-your-face, distorted electric rock and roll. Whenever, the aesthetic here, whenever you hear that kind of music, personally, I think of, maybe more like the Arlecchino demo, like lots of red, black, fire, flares, stuff like that. And then here, it's very... you've got the big hilly trail, whatever they're called, the hilly trail rangers. In all of it, you just see soft, cool colors. Like as far as the color palette is concerned, it's all cool. Green, purple, blue. Every frame you want to go to. Oh, here's a little bit of yellow, from the animation of her striking her sword. But all in all, and like even when we go to the, like right here, all the glass is purple. Even the outlines, those are bright, but still purple. And where's the stained glass at? We got to find the stained glass part because, that was just damn beautiful. Wait, I think the stained glass was back here, right? That's a good frame. Cameraman, get the cameraman a raise. I don't remember where the stained glass is, and I don't really want to go through frame by frame, but you know what I'm saying. It's just, that's cool that they went with that. Oh, here's the stained glass. All right. Again, blue, purple, green, everywhere, but they've got this intense music, and again, that's symbolic to the character, super smart. So that's the Chlorinde demo. I gotta know if you're planning on pulling or not. I personally am. I've got like 200 wishes saved up. Might go for the weapon, might not. We'll see what fate has in store for us. I'm gonna get on out of here. Let me know if you liked the video. Share it with your friends. Subscribe for more. Catch you in the next one. Love the games. Love yourself, and I love you. Bye.